Let's talk a little bit about Clemson, which did pull out the win and is now taking on Notre Dame without Trevor Lawrence. When you spoke to Dabo leading up to this game against Boston College and you saw what happened on the field, walk me through the mood, I guess, or what is going on with that team without Trevor Lawrence due to COVID-19, Joe.
Well, that's not, I got to be honest with you, Rich. When you sit there and you think about life without Trevor Lawrence, you cringe. He's the face of the sport. He's the undoubted number one NFL draft pick to come. And generationally, I really think we're talking about a player that when we reflect on college football history, he's going to be one of those rare guys who fits into two boxes that we don't often think of. And that is, we have the great all-time college players. When you say college quarterback, be it a Doug Flutie, a Vince Young, a Tim Tebow, a Johnny Manziel. When you say college quarterback, those iconic kind of guys are all-time great college guys. Then we have the guys, when you think about the greats, that are the no-brainer, blue-chip prospect. You can see it coming a mile away, the number one pick kind of guys, whether it's an Elway or a Peyton or an Andrew Luck. In Trevor, you have both. You have the guy that's probably going to leave with one of the greatest resumes and those magical, iconic moments that speak to college football, as well as being the guy that since halfway through his freshman year, we all sat back and said, I'm sorry, when is he turning pro? When will that be? Are we still putting a clock on this? So he's that special. But DJ Uiagalelei is not the issue, Rich, because that kid played great on Saturday, and he's a monster. He's 250 pounds. He was the number one pocket pass recruit coming out. He can throw it through a brick wall. He's physical. I've heard a lot of people trying to make comparables this weekend as to who he is. Some people said, well, he's got the pure arm talent and strength of Jamarcus Russell. Don't think about the pro version of Russell. Just think about the raw product. He's got a lot of Dante Culpepper in him. He's not the issue. I'm telling you, I know Trevor Lawrence isn't playing, but DJ is going to be fine. That kid athletically can do it. I think one of the issues with them is they're missing some pieces defensively. They're dealing with injuries defensively. And in that first half the other day against BC, you saw what a pretty talented, speedy BC offense was able to do against them. So James Skalski is out at middle linebacker for Clemson. They didn't have Tyler Davis, their starting defensive tackle. They didn't have Mike Jones, who plays that hybrid nickel outside linebacker position. They need to be at health against Notre Dame. Notre Dame's going to try to bully them a bit and try to control that game, and I think it's going to be a fascinating showdown.
Did you get any sense of the storyline that's going on in the NFL that Trevor Lawrence would consider staying put because he wants to avoid the Jets, who have a nice pole position on his services?
No, not at all, Rich. We had a really long visit with Trevor on Wednesday prior to the news of the COVID-positive test. I think Trevor, and I know that one quote he gave last week, Rich, gave people a headline that they could write of, maybe, who knows. And I said to Trevor, I go, were you just saying the obvious that in any aspect of life you never know? He said, yes, very much so. I never want to say something 100% because that's not how life works. You never know what's going to happen. But every expectation and everything is on course for him to be the number one pick. You can put presumptive in quotes.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.